Numbers from the CDC show a dramatic increase in suicides across the country, including here in Ohio. It's not clear why, but local experts say it may be the lack of conversation about the topic. NBC4's Ted Hart talked to the experts and joins us with more on this sensitive subject. Ted?
Yeah, people who work in suicide prevention and education say they are troubled by the high-profile suicides this week and the report from the CDC, but they are thrilled that the issue is now getting so much attention.
When I hear about these suicides, honestly, it'll take me right back to the day that my dad died.
Sandy Williams says her father was 74 years old when he took his own life. That was 7 years ago.
You never get used to it. There's always questions. Why and what could we have done to prevent it?
Since her father's suicide, Sandy has committed herself to the cause of suicide prevention and education.
So there's just a lot of stigma around suicide, and so we don't talk about it. People don't understand it. They have a stereotype in their mind of the kind of person who takes their life and why.
In less than a decade, the rate of suicides in Ohio has gone up 36%. About 5 people a day now die from suicide.
That about 90% of people who complete suicide have some type of diagnosed mental illness.
Dr. Megan Shabbing is the medical director of psychiatric emergency services at Ohio Health Riverside Hospital. She's not surprised by the new statistics, but says they point to a need for more education and more conversation about suicidal thoughts to help people understand that it's a problem that doctors can help with.
If you're somebody who's experienced suicidal thoughts, that's not your fault. That is indicative of your brain not working right at that time.
Dr. Shabbing says anytime someone makes a comment about wanting to die or to take their own life, you should take it seriously. She said, don't assume that people are saying such things just to be dramatic. Take it seriously. Local for you, Ted Hart, NBC4.
Ted, thank you.